Oh, hey, indeed, and welcome into the guest room. I'm your host, Mike. That's Andy over there.
Welcome.
That's KD.
To
And that's Matthew.
jungle. Nobody really needs that.
Welcome to the.
What a weird setup we have
Yes.
tonight.
I mean,
I think it was last time. It was at this point, probably 2 months ago, we introduced you to Daybed Guest Room.
Yeah.
Guest room.
wait
at
till you
day.
see where we're at now.
Now we're on couches. Well, most of us. And in a different order and not at a table. And we're holding our mics.
Mike
Yep.
is holding a mic.
It's a little, it's different. Let us know if you like the new sound.
Or the new
Also-
vibes.
Also, congrats to KD, who is now a dad.
Oh, man.
Hooray.
You're such a dad.
Dad strength going to come through.
Yep.
So tell me, how do your reflexes feel now after being a dad?
Really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really good, actually. I'm
Did like the minute your son was born, did you just go out to the store and buy white New Balances?
well, most stores don't have that. I thought about getting the Court Classics from Costco
Mm.
and some old acid wash jeans.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
couldn't find them though. The reflexes thing was for real though. I played basketball last week, and I usually get like 0 steals, and I got like 3 just from like intercepting passes. So as the foot speed falls, maybe the hand speed increases.
And we will be on high alert for how your jokes are faring over the next few episodes.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder if we do this podcast long enough, will I start to get the kid show references and stuff like that
I mean,
for 15 years or something?
yeah.
Well, listeners, welcome in. It is a trivia podcast, and we hope you enjoy. We will be playing some games today. The first one is the secret phrase game. One of us has been assigned a secret phrase by the other 3 hosts, and they'll try to sneak it into the episode at some point. So it's your job to listen and figure out who said it and what they said. The next game we're going to be playing is, I heard on the streets, they call it Jeopardy,
Yeah.
but more like high society. And in this room, we call it a Jepisode. And today's Jepisode has been brought to us by KD.
That's right.
So KD, would you just whip us through your categories?
I will after
Whip
I
snake.
get the numbers on the board.
Okay.
Steve Clymer reference.
Oh, I thought you were going to play the sound.
No,
Oh, too
I
bad.
meant actually get the numbers on the board.
Why don't you go ahead and play the sound, Matthew?
That's pretty
That
good.
was pretty good.
Here, let's see how that compares to the actual thing.
That was the actual thing. What are you talking about?
Oh, wait, it's muted. It was muted.
See, mine was better.
I couldn't tell a difference.
Yep.
You played the same
We
sound
did it
twice.
twice. We're fooling you.
It's like the Office meme. Like, that's the same picture.
Corporate needs you to find the difference between these two sounds.
Okay. Andy's filling out the board.
Yes.
All right. Category number 1, a letter away, sports teams.
This is
Oh.
okay. Hold on.
Andy has put his microphone down.
What was the second part?
A letter away, sports teams.
Got it.
Actors and stuff is the second category. Oh,
Done.
I had a theme. I guess I didn't get on the first one. Small biology and stuff.
Small?
Small biology.
How many and stuffs are there on this board?
5.
Glad I asked.
There's 5 and stuff categories and stuff.
Next is English titles and stuff.
Like, could you come up with like 4 questions and was like, well, I'll throw something else in there, and so I'll just have to say it's stuff.
You'll find out. Putters and then irons and stuff.
Putters and then irons, or
And
putters
stuff.
and irons and stuff.
And then is what I wrote.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Capital? No.
Whatever.
You do you, Andy.
Oh, this looks gross.
And smaller biology and stuff.
Don't like this board. Who wants to start a Nuge episode?
Throw this one down the toilet.
Wow. Some early judgment
I don't
here.
like
Very
this one
early
at all.
judgment.
I'll just be honest. It's not like
But it seems
there's
really-
like one category that I'm like okay with.
It seems like really cohesive in that he meant to do all of this before he started.
What?
Who's starting us off today, Katie?
I think Mike is.
Okay.
Mike, quick question.
Okay.
Might delete this. How are you going to write down the scores while also holding your microphone?
I think
With his toes.
we should lead everything with we might delete this.
True.
I don't know. Maybe I'll go right-handed writing and left-handed holding.
Okay. Just want to make sure you had a
Can I
plan.
Zoom this?
Mike, you're starting us off.
Okay. A letter away sports teams for $100, please.
Okay. I have an example for this one. We all know Matthew usually does a letter away, so a letter is either changed, added, or subtracted. And I'm just going to use the present tense like this team actually exists. So an example would be this baseball team is few and proud.
The Marines, but
Oh, yeah.
Mariners.
Yeah.
Mariners.
Correct.
the-
Yeah. So I'd be looking for the Seattle Marines.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all
I mean,
right.
I got it, but I didn't get it.
Sorry, I
Got
should have said this baseball team is few and proud and bad.
Whoa. The Marines are
Okay.
bad, or the Mariners are
The
bad?
Mariners are bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
Yeah. to be clear.
We support Marines on this day after Veterans Day.
We do. Okay, for 100, if Andy is ready.
I'm ready.
All right, you look ready.
Yeah, I was just checking on our Wingstop order.
Cool. All right, for 100, this California basketball team's logo is a silhouette of a dolphin, harkening back to the 1996 movie about said dolphin.
Andy,
Andy,
the Los Angeles Flippers.
that's right.
Wow.
I love the beginnings of categories. Usually Mike being like, oh. Is that what we're doing?
I will take it for $200. Bob.
200. This California basketball team often doesn't show up and doesn't give a reason why.
Andy,
Andy,
the Los Angeles Laters.
that's incorrect.
What?
This California basketball team often doesn't show up and doesn't give a
Mike.
reason. Mike,
The Los Angeles Flakers.
that's what I was going for.
letter away sports California basketball team for 300.
For 300. This baseball team's logo is just a bunch of string.
Did you say upstate?
No,
Bunch of string?
string. This baseball team's logo is just a bunch
Andy.
of Andy.
The Minnesota Twine.
That's right.
Ooh,
Wow.
Good one.
Why is that the first baseball team I thought of too? That was
Yeah.
really weird. 400.
400. This baseball team is made up of a bunch of skinny guys.
Matthew,
Matthew.
the Minnesota Thins.
That's right.
I don't like what you did there.
Wow.
A letter away for 5.
5.
What is going on?
I couldn't think of another baseball team. Better go back to the well.
I was like, there's pretty much
After I
California basketball teams and the Twins and stuff.
I thought about making them all
Oh.
twins, but there would have been some things that aren't actually words.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kind of
for
like the Laters, you know.
that's not good, Andy. 500. This baseball team
Worked.
sounds like it's owned by Mark Zuckerberg.
Matthew,
Matthew.
the New York Metas.
That's right.
600.
600.
Pulling a mic here.
This hockey team's employees are all related to Iron Man.
I don't know that his thing. That doesn't help.
This hockey team's employees are all related to Iron Man.
Matthew,
Matthew.
the Dallas Starks.
That's right. Good job.
Mm.
Ooh,
Wait,
there's some toughies there.
Oh, yeah. Tony Stark. That's his name.
Tony Stark.
is that
Built this team.
what is the correct? I thought they were in San Jose.
No, that's the Sharks.
Sharks.
Oh, so yeah, San Jose Starks.
You could have done the San Jose Shark
What's the Dallas team?
Stars.
Oh,
If you had said San Jose Starks, I would have been like, oh,
Oh, that's allowed, but not the Los Angeles Lakers. I see how it is.
you didn't give a good answer to that. Laters, I said they don't show up
Yeah, that
and don't give a reason why.
yeah. They show up later. They don't show up.
Yeah.
Later.
It's the same thing.
What are the scores, Mike?
Yikes. So Andy and Mike have 200 apiece,
Yeah,
and
that's probably all that happened.
Matthew is playing too, and he has 1,500.
Oh,
Whoa.
Matthew, board yours?
Let's go with English titles and stuff for 100.
English titles
well, I'll sit this one out.
and stuff.
Oh, man.
Andy doesn't speak English.
That was the wrong.
It's like English literature titles. Is that what this is? Or like, I'm,
You'll get it.
the Lord of
What?
Duke.
The Lord of Duke.
Yeah.
All right, for 100.
You're Mike Krzyzewski.
Nice. This is a non-hereditary title resulting in the honorific Sir preceding a man's name. This is a non-hereditary title using the-
Mike.
Mike.
Lord.
Matthew.
Matthew.
Knight.
Correct. Lord is hereditary.
Of course.
Of course it is.
Everybody knows that, Mike.
Mike.
That's why it's a 100
It's a 100 pointer, Mike.
You're such a jokester, Mike.
Matthew,
English titles for 2.
for 2. This is the wife or widow of an earl or a count.
Mike.
Mike.
Countess.
That's right.
Really glad you buzzed it.
Me too. 300 for English titles and stuff.
All right.
Pew, pew, pew,
Pew,
pew,
pew,
pew,
pew,
pew.
pew, 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 pew.
I would like to put a full. No, instead of doubling my 300 that I currently have, I'll just take the questions.
Which, sorry, this is real fast interjection. Did you see the really bad Wheel of Fortune answer that like happened 2 days ago?
No, that was like my nightmare when I went on the
So
show.
there was like almost a finished thing, and it was like a round of applause, and the guy said like a round of sausage.
Aw.
Well, yeah, what else?
Oh.
If it's not a link, it's clearly a round of sausage.
So anyway, sorry.
All right, Mike, going for a true, and also
No, I'm just taking the regular.
Oh, just going for the regular 300. Got it.
Not as much pressure.
This is the wife or husband of the ruling monarch.
The wife or husband?
Of the ruling monarch. They're queens, Andy.
Yeah, but what title like can be transposed like that?
You'll find out.
Yeah, I'm
So
about to.
Not from me, you won't.
Give me a guess.
A wife or husband, you say?
I do.
I don't have a clue,
No, he just gave you one.
and so I'm going to say the first person.
Is it the consort?
Consort is correct, Matthew.
It wasn't until people started discussing it that it came to me.
Mike, board's yours.
You're welcome.
400.
A Scottish man with extensive holdings of land. This is a Scottish man with extensive holdings of land.
Andy.
Andy.
Duke.
No.
Andy. Come on.
Boop, boop, boop.
We were looking for Laird.
Oh, man.
Laird. Or, I think.
Patrick Laird.
That's the first time I've heard that word.
Don't think it is.
No, because Patrick Laird.
That is.
Mike.
Yeah, 500 because I'm doing so well in this category.
An honorific title for women. This is the female equivalent of the title conferring sir to males. Mike.
Dame.
That's right.
6.
6. This title is traditionally granted to the heir apparent to the British throne.
Mike. Prince. Crown Prince of Wales.
That's right.
Ooh, good save.
Okay. let's.
This board is shaping up exactly how Andy thought it would.
Yep.
This is
Yeah,
a weird
there's no
board.
surprises here.
Actors and stuff for $100.
Actors and stuff. I'll give you a clue to an actor, and you tell me who the actor is.
Okay.
This actor has, quote, tiger blood and is, quote, always hashtag winning.
Andy.
Matthew.
Andy.
Charlie Sheen.
That's right.
He's back.
Still in the negative, though. 200.
200. Robert E. Lee was played by this actor, who was also the father
Mike.
of Mike.
Martin Sheen.
That's right.
Oh, that's what you meant by
Who
that.
has a really great spoonerism name.
Actors and stuff for $3.
For 3. The 200-point answer played this actor's boss and father figure in West Wing before the actor moved on to a more jovial role alongside
Matthew.
Matthew.
Rob Lowe.
Incorrect. Moved on to a more jovial role alongside James Roday.
Repeat the question.
The 200-point answer played this actor's boss and father figure in West Wing before the actor moved on to a more jovial Mike.
Dule Hill.
That's right. Jovial role alongside James
That's an
Roday.
actor? Dule.
Dulé.
Yeah, he played Sam in Holes, the onion salesman.
Ah, well, when you put it that way.
Oh, yeah.
Or yeah, actors and stuff for $4.
For 4. This actor makes an extremely brief appearance in Mission Impossible 1.
Matthew. Emilio Estevez.
That's right.
That's the clue that gives it to you?
Mission Impossible 1 is one of my favorite movies of all time. I know way too much about it. I do have a Mission Impossible board that we'll do at some point, but it's
Can't
not.
go with, like,
No other actors made brief appearances in Mission Impossible.
Mighty
1.
Ducks or something?
He's
And
also
that was the next. It coaches the Mighty Ducks
Oh, you couldn't lead with that one?
and is the brother of the 100.
he's also he's a Sheen.
Yeah, he's a shame.
And he's not credited in Mission Impossible if you look in the credits.
Really?
Yeah, his name isn't in there.
You really are going to do a Mission Impossible board, aren't you?
It's not going to be about Mission Impossible, but yes, I am. Actors and stuff for 5.
Actors and stuff for 5. The 200-point answer played this actor's father-in-law in Catch Me If You Can.
Matthew. Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's right.
Actors and stuff for 6.
Actors and stuff for 6. He played the antagonist in the 1979 Francis Ford Coppola film Apocalypse Now.
Mike, what year were you born?
It was after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Matthew.
Martin
Sheen.
No.
I really thought he did.
Andy, this is all you.
I will pass.
Boop, boop, boop.
We were looking for Marlon Brando.
Oh.
Played across from Martin Sheen.
Oh, so I just had the wrong guy?
Yeah.
Ah.
You're the protagonist.
I hate
Got it.
that when Twister happens. I just can't. When you flip them back and anyway.
I don't think you've seen Apocalypse
Is that the
Now.
movie?
Twister's a different movie.
Wait, is that with
No, but when you twist like their names, like Martin and Martin.
Marlon?
That's what it was.
Fun fact, I don't know how to spell Marlon Brando, and I spelled it Marlyn.
It's just
That's disgusting.
Starbucks cup rule. If you can pronounce it, it doesn't matter how you spelled it.
I like it.
Oh, it's my daughter.
Hello.
Let's go with
Half the board's gone, Mike.
Yeah, it is.
No, we can just go. We can just keep going.
Yeah, so Mike and Matthew have 1,600 apiece,
Uh-huh.
and Andy has negative 100.
I mean, I prefaced it with I didn't like this board, so this is about par for me.
Matthew.
Speaking of par,
yeah. I'm not gonna hit that softball. I'm gonna go with small
Oh.
biology and stuff.
Small biology or smaller biology?
Just small biology.
I was going to start with small.
I'm not ready for the smaller biology at this point.
Got it. Okay, for 100. Located in front and to the right of the spleen, this muscular organ secretes acid and enzymes that digest food.
Mike.
Matthew.
Mike.
Stomach.
That's right.
jeez.
200.
200. Located just above the spleen, this spongy organ is 20% smaller than its counterpart.
Matthew.
Matthew.
Kidney.
No.
Spongy organ.
Is 20% smaller than its counterpart.
I have regrets.
Please repeat.
Located just above the spleen.
Right there above the spleen.
That's it. The spongy organ is 20% smaller than its counterpart.
Andy. Small intestine.
No.
That made sense.
Yeah, that's what I was going to guess if I had a chance to guess again.
This is a terrible board.
Counterpart. Am I morally obligated?
Obligated.
No, I'm not.
It's a multiple choice question.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop.
Gallbladder?
No. What would the counterpart of the gallbladder be?
Bladder.
What's the counterpart to anything?
We're looking for left lung.
Left lung. That actually occurred to me, but
Okay.
I'm not strong enough
See
to
what
guess
you're
it.
saying there.
Mike, board's yours.
300 of small biology and stuff.
Small biology. How do you think this clue is going to begin?
Located somewhere next to your spleen.
Located just below the spleen, this organ is longer and more narrow than its bean-shaped counterpart.
Well, I know it's bean shaped.
Matthew.
Need
Kidney.
you to be more specific.
Oh, your left kidney.
Andy.
Correct.
That was good strategy, Eddie.
Nice.
The fact that it was left lung was the only thing that
Yeah, the
stuck me,
spleen's on that side, so it has to be.
apparently.
Everyone knows their spleen's on the left side.
You'd say point here, and I'd be like, nope.
Small biology and stuff for 4.
For 4. Also, just above the spleen, this muscle separates the abdomen from the chest and
Matthew. The
Matthew.
diaphragm.
That's right. Is there a G in that word?
Yes, there is.
No, I didn't spell it like that. My wife said there wasn't.
Is she in the medical field?
Alongside it.
Is she the counterpart to a medical field?
Yeah.
Small biology for 5.
For 5. Located to the right of the spleen, this long, flattened gland is about 6 inches long and primarily helps with digestion and regulating blood sugar.
Andy. Liver.
No.
Well.
Mike. Pancreas.
That's right.
Good job.
This is not going well.
600. Small biology and stuff.
Oh, okay. Located to the left of the spleen, these 3 numbered bones form a boundary to contain the spleen within the abdomen.
You repeat?
Located to the left of the spleen, these 3 numbered bones form a boundary to contain the spleen within the abdomen.
Numbered bones?
Mhm.
What? Like 7, 8, and 9?
So I had biology at 8 a.m. in college. This must have been one of the days where I was falling asleep.
Numbered bones?
Boop, boop. It must be like your vertebrae or something, right?
Or ribs, like ribs
I don't know which ones. it would
11,
be,
12,
though.
and 13.
You would have gotten one of those correct. It's 9, 10, 11.
Everybody knows that, Mike.
Yeah.
Is 11 the last one? How many ribs are there?
Yeah. I believe if I was figuring it out right, it's if you count one rib as going all the way across,
Mm-hmm.
then there'd be 11. But if you count them as separate, then there'd be 22.
Mm.
So it's whether or not you're counting a full rack of ribs, a half rack of ribs.
Gross.
Great. Now I won ribs.
Not those ones.
Did we finish that category off?
We did.
Yeah.
We did, and it was so much fun. Let's go to smaller biology and stuff.
Smaller biology.
No.
We don't need a board, do we? No.
If you're being screwed right now, you're being screwed hard.
That's pretty good, Mike. That's pretty good.
You sounded more like Sweet James. I used to be a dog for the insurance companies. And if you're being screwed right now, you're being screwed hard. All right, smaller biology and stuff. For 100.
I'm not sure it's actually my board, though. I might be wrong in picking this one. Is it your board, Mike?
I
No,
don't,
it
I
is
don't
Mike's.
care.
It is Mike's board.
100 smaller.
100 under smaller. This occurs when a DNA gene is damaged or changed.
Andy.
Andy?
Mutation.
That's right.
200.
2 hundies.
Hi.
Each human cell generally contains 23 pairs of these.
Andy. Chromosomes.
That's right.
300.
This process generates an identical copy of a cell or
Oh,
organism.
yeah. What's this called?
Matthew.
Matthew.
Mitosis?
That's not right.
No. No.
My wife guessed mitosis.
Yeah, but she doesn't think there's a G in diaphragm. So
Can't think of it.
She's gone on record as being very anti-G in diaphragm.
boop, boop, boop.
We're looking for cloning.
Oh, this must be one of them cloners.
400.
How big your pocketbook is. Have you gotten there yet, Andy?
No.
And you're watching of Star Wars?
No, because
man.
I haven't watched any since we last talked.
But you're watching.
It's the next
You're
one.
watching 'em.
It's the next
Is
one.
it the next one?
Yeah.
Oh, way to ruin it for me. I don't even want to watch them
It's
anymore.
not a part that matters.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
All right. The next one is 4.
Yeah.
This describes one of 2 or more versions of a gene, i.e., DNA sequences that control specific traits.
Please repeat.
Mike, can I get a mid-question score update?
Yeah. Andy's got negative 500. You've got 18.
What? I've answered like 3 right.
Yeah, they're low scoring ones though. Matthew has 1800 and Mike has 2200.
Man.
This describes one of 2 or more versions of a gene, i.e., DNA sequences that control specific traits.
Matthew. Phenotype.
No.
I know just enough to be dangerous in this category. Dangerous to myself.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop.
We're looking for allele.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does that have an I in it?
No. One extra cool credit to whoever can spell it correctly.
Me. Allele.
That's right.
I'm really good at spelling.
Diaphragm.
500, please.
500. This is also known as ribonucleic acid.
Matthew. RNA.
That's right.
That's.
We just have to say it outright.
Excuse me. That's the 500 pointer?
I
Are you kidding me?
I had reasons.
Allele is out of. Well, what's this long for?
What's this long for?
What are the letters in this word?
Wow.
Matthew.
I'll take it, I guess. Smaller biology for 6.
This is ridiculous.
This is the process through which information in a strand of DNA is copied into a new strand of messenger RNA. This is the process. This one my wife knew right away. So it doesn't have anything to do with the diaphragm. Yeah. Nothing to do with the diaphragm. This is the process through which information in a strand of DNA is copied into a new strand of messenger RNA.
I just know that term. What is it? The powerhouse of the cell?
Oh, yeah. The mitochondria.
Mitochondria.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what it is. Yeah. Is that an answer?
Just to the
No,
trivia
that's too
question.
easy.
To another question.
Was there ever a biology teacher that didn't
Yeah.
say that?
Yeah.
It's part of the contract. Boop, boop, boop.
We're looking for transcription.
Okay.
Wow.
Mm.
I see why you had to put that at the 500.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now I understand.
That makes perfect
Oh.
sense.
I didn't.
It couldn't have been in the 3 or the 200 spot.
I would have lost track of it.
Because if he said RNA is the 600, you'd be like, what's RNA?
Excuse me?
I didn't say
You're
you'd
just
find out right
introducing this
now.
acronym on us?
I didn't say you'd find out right now.
Oh,
okay.
my.
All right.
This is
There's more to
ridiculous.
come then. There's more to come.
Oh, yeah.
All
I'm
right.
sure it's in putters and then irons and stuff.
That's right. Putters, then irons, then stuff, plus RNA for 100.
All right. This is a Stolperots category
Oh, la la.
Wow.
about movies
Oh, boy.
that feature sports,
Mm-hmm.
specifically ones with putters and irons and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. There are 6 of those?
Oh, no.
Okay.
For 100.
Yeah.
A Rube Goldberg machine spits... Andy.
Happy Gilmore.
That's right.
Wow.
Spits a golf ball to a man in baggy clothing. He goes from being the flavor of the moment at golf to being a completely unknown and unsuccessful hockey player.
That's the one I was sitting on. 200.
200. A golf ball jumps out of the 18th hole, causing explosions all across the golf
Matthew.
course. Matthew.
Caddyshack.
That's right. Then a bunch of idiots do idiot things for the rest of the movie.
Doesn't it make the explosions actually go back into the golf course?
You know,
Stubby Rats is a loose category.
300.
I did that once with Cinderella, and Andy had so much umbrage about taking shoes on and taking them off.
You need to be accurate. Otherwise, I won't understand the question.
300. A young man gives his father $1.
Mike.
Mike.
Greatest game ever played.
That's right.
Yes, it's a golf.
Tell Mike was sitting on that one.
400 putters and then irons and stuff.
A man devastates his friends and then spends some time watching some childhood icons go from semi-passable to utterly incompetent playing his favorite game. Matthew.
Space Jam.
That's right. Then he jumps out of a golf hole to meet a Ghostbuster, a translucent man, and someone.
Larry's not white.
I think golf is like a 3-minute scene in that movie.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Okay.
I actually did think of it when you mentioned golf.
Okay.
What's the score, Mike?
We don't need to keep reminding the audience.
Mike,
They're keeping track at home.
What's our score?
You
I
have
know,
26, I have 25.
Okay, I know Andy's caught up because he got another
100 pointer.
Andy, let's just say you should probably get one of these last
I
two.
need to get one of these last two.
All right,
Okay.
Andy, you got this. 500, please.
After holding out from 230 yards at the U.S. Open, a golfer inexplicably decides to hit it into the water many times. After this, his swing starts to fall apart, and he breaks up with his girlfriend, who becomes his psychologist instead.
Matthew. Tin Cup.
That's right.
Oh, man, I had no idea what that was about, but that was my guess, too.
Yeah, same. I've not seen it.
I don't remember it.
600.
600. A mysterious caddy appears.
Matthew. The Legend of Bagger Vance.
That's right. Wow. You were sitting on that?
Yep.
Wow. I've never seen it.
It was the only other one I could think of.
Well,
Scores going into Final Jeopardy.
A lot different than they were 2 questions ago. Andy still has negative 400. Mike has 2,500, and Matthew has 3,700.
All right. Let's get bids.
Well, what's the category?
Oh, I guess
bids and stuff.
I can't
And stuff.
bid without knowing.
The Final Jeopardy category is near the bean.
RNA.
It's BEAN.
Hope it's about Chicago.
What are you bidding, Andy?
0. I just don't want to risk it.
No risk it, no biscuit.
Yeah.
All right. Under near the bean, your clue is this is the name of the actor who plays Mr. Bean.
Oh, what is his name?
What's his name?
I feel like this was a question recently.
It appeared in a different form.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, nice. Johnny on the spot with that.
Johnny near the spot.
It's a cool,
Wow, that ended abruptly.
Super abruptly.
it's a cool map on your wall there, Andy.
Well, thank you.
Oh, I forgot to mention, we're in a different guest room.
We are.
Oh, yeah, we are. We are.
Maybe is this like the first time we've done it here?
I think so.
For the first time in ever. All right. Let's reveal answers. Andy, you can go first.
No guess.
Mike
Oh, that is the right answer.
says Rowan Atkinson. And Matthew says Rowan Atkinson. The correct answer is, of course, Rowan Atkinson. Mike doubled his points, and Matthew
I didn't risk enough.
didn't risk enough. He wagered 586. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Good job, Mike. I just needed 100 more points to be able to risk the amount that would put it out of reach if I won or if we both missed, but I didn't have it. I thought it was going to be some kind of biology question. It does have RNA in it. Is that why there's a joke here? Or?
No. Do any of you know what was going on with this board?
No.
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 All of the and stuff categories were exact copies from a board that Kevin did about 2.5 years ago.
Oh, yes. I remember that now.
Clearly you did.
You had the exact same reaction to RNA because I got it right very quickly.
That's
And
hilarious.
you were like, "What? How was that a 500-point question?"
In the same positions?
Yeah.
Okay, we need to like producer
Wow.
Garrett needs to go back and put those next to each other.
Yeah, producer Garrett, if you can just put those 2 clips in right here. Okay, hopefully.
I think it was episode 43, Garrett.
That's pretty great.
Wow.
Mike did get greatest game ever played both times.
Yes.
And then, let's see, who got mutation? I think
In
no,
this board?
Andy. No, Andy did.
Was it a 100-pointer?
Yeah.
did get
Yeah,
it.
so
Yeah.
Andy got it.
You got it last time as well.
Wow, that's embarrassing.
Um,
My knowledge is not expanded at all.
Hey,
English,
it hasn't contracted
Oh, yeah.
either.
Hey.
English titles and stuff. I kind of ran the table on that.
Believable.
I guess I did hear Laird before.
Yeah. Yeah, when you said that, I was like, yes.
Oh, man.
And then Mike got stomach the first time around after both Andy and I got it wrong.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And then I got left lung correct after both Andy and Mike got it wrong. So I was really hoping Matthew would get it this time because they both got it wrong again.
Jeez.
Andy said the exact same thing too.
No way.
And,
Are you?
and then Mike's
That's fantastic.
Mike's
So predictable.
Mike's second guess of gallbladder is what you said.
That's great.
Let's see what else.
This is weird. This is like time travel.
Yeah.
Mike got pancreas last time.
Sweet.
The long flattened gland. Though Andy had taken umbrage about gland versus organ before, so I think you've mellowed out.
I must have.
In your old age.
Andy had
I-
already resigned himself to his fate at that
I
point.
My
changed-
daughter's in the room. I'm kind of being reserved here. So.
I changed a couple of the questions in actors and stuff because this was all a board where Kevin used near the something rhyming with een, so near the bean, near Martin Sheen,
Oh.
near the spleen, near the green, near the
Oh,
queen,
okay.
near the gene. And we all thought it was going to be Hackman, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
And then there was near the screen, but that was Matthew's category of a letter away with like a bum's life
Yeah.
and Spider Mad.
Right.
So I figured I shouldn't do an entire category that Matthew wrote himself.
Yeah, I think I probably would have caught that.
So I did it myself.
Ah.
Yeah, and I think you kind of didn't hate those.
Nope.
Yeah.
I still did.
Really?
The sports ones?
Yeah.
It was just really weired.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. I mean, those were
The
okay.
sports ones were fun.
Okay.
it was
Those
like
are good.
1 and 2 were the same, and 3 and 4 were the same, and then
And then they
Yeah.
weren't.
This is the fact that it was like just why pick the same two?
I thought they were clever.
There aren't that many sports teams out there. I know KD's the new dad, but I felt like a proud
you can
dad.
think of 6 different ones.
And now that I think about it, I should have done something with the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
Well, I felt like a proud dad seeing somebody else use the just a letter away category.
It
So,
was fun.
yeah, it's a
I
good
might do an
category.
entire board like that.
I mean, you could. There's a lot of them that you could come up with for sports teams.
Yeah.
Thank you, KD, and I guess
Mhm.
Kevin and Matthew.
Yeah.
Everyone who contributed to this board in the making. And thank you, listeners, for listening along. If you think you know who said the secret phrase and what they said, please submit your guess to the guestroompodcast@gmail.com. You still check that every day, right,
I do.
Andy?
Do you
And
delete emails or ever mark them as read?
put
Yes, I do. I
SPG.
You do?
I delete emails now.
Oh,
Good.
nice.
Spam.
Or at least folder them. And the episode number in the subject line so that we can track that easily. Why don't we now listen to the secret phrase from last episode so they know what it sounds like?
Wall.
Should we talk about the?
Yeah, secret phrase. Who said that? What was that?
I did, and I erased it, which is why at one point during the episode,
Oh boy.
when you were trying to pull your nose hair, I looked down and went, "Oh," and that was why, because I realized I erased it. And my secret phrase was concordantly. We'll keep this. I don't know if this is correct. Concordantly, concordances, conquered, concord, something else, conquered, Benihana.
Yeah, I think it was Concord, Concord, Concord.
Yeah.
Concord,
Benihana.
Concord, Benihana.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I think I did it reasonably well.
Admirably.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard whenever we're talking about Black Lives Matter and
Why is it hard?
to weave in Concord with that.
People from Genesis?
Why is that hard?
You have any good segues from Concord?
Why is it hard to talk about
BLM
BLM
movement?
and Concord? Why is it hard?
Because Concord, I don't know.
Oh. Well, there it was. The secret phrase from last time. Listeners, we appreciate you and everything you do to keep this podcast afloat. Speaking of which, you can check out patreon.com/The Guest Room Podcast. If you want to support us, keep us guessing, join the guest list. We would appreciate you even more than we already do.
True.
I think that's all. So for all of us here at the Guest Room Podcast, for Matthew, for KD, for Andy, and for Andy's daughter, I'm Mike. And as always, farewell.